Hi guys, I just wanted to do a quick update. I went to see the counsellor last Wednesday, I think it was, at Sandyford. It was really good. Just a preliminary meeting just to see what I want to talk about in the meetings, how often I need to or want to go and see the counsellor. The lady that I spoke to, she was really nice, and she was really friendly, and she taught me through a lot of things. She gave me some tips, useful tips, just like make a diary to see if there's a pattern on how I'm feeling, if it occurs like at a certain time of the month, or if it's certain triggers that happen during the day or whatever. So I started that today. I haven't really had chance to start it before today just because I've been working so much. So yeah, I'm gonna try and keep on top of that. I'm not very good at keeping diaries. I tend to just forget to write in them, so try and keep on top of that, see if I can notice a pattern. My name change documents came through. I don't know, I don't think they'd come through in my last update. So yeah, I've now changed my name with my bank. I've changed it with work. All of my work documents now have Tarquin on. All my bank cards and my checkbook and everything. I'm in the process of changing it with the doctors. I tried to change it with my new doctor's surgery, but they sent my new medical card through and it had got Tarquin and then my birth name as well, and then my surname. Well, my birth name was first, and then Tarquin, and then Penman. It was really weird, and quite uncomfortable because my housemates know me as Tarquin. So to have all of those names on one thing, I'm sure they were a bit confused if they saw that. So yeah, I'm gonna send my passport and relative documents off so that I can change my passport, and then I'll send my driving license off just so that I've got some form of ID at all times, because I look quite young. I get ID'd pretty much everywhere, so I'm gonna need some form of ID if I go out. Also, it's the Fringe Festival on, so I've been going out a lot, always getting ID'd. So yeah, my name change has come through. Lots and lots of people are now calling me Tarquin, which is pretty awesome. I'm responding more to it as well. I'm not ignoring it so much now, like I was when I first started using it a few months ago. So yeah, I told my parents about it. My dad was pretty quiet. I think he's a little bit upset. I feel a little bit bad just because obviously my parents named me and now I've changed that name. But my mum, I don't really know the reaction of my mum. My mum was just like, oh yeah, I knew you'd change your name. So yeah, that was a bit weird because I was really excited. I was like, look, I'd got my depot and I was like, look, I've changed my name. My name changes come through, and my dad was like, oh. So yeah, that was a bit awkward over Skype, and I was like, oh, I'm not supposed to be this excited, am I? So yeah, it's a little bit awkward. What else? I've started getting more of my friends to stop using she. There's a few friends that have taken to calling me he anyway, which is really cool. Some I haven't asked to do that, which was really nice. So yeah, I've asked a few others as well if they could stop calling me a she, and if they have to gender me, then I'd prefer to be gendered as he. But it's still, obviously I don't look male, I don't sound male, so when I'm at work I constantly get she, her, hers, lass. It's quite disheartening. It's been getting more and more hurtful. Not really hurtful, but in a way, yes, hurtful. Where every time somebody genders me as female. So yeah, I did go to a show the other week though, a free fringe show, and the performer, it was a very small gig. There was maybe one, two, three, four, five. There was about 9 of us in the audience, so a very small show. But the performer, he was like, "You sir," blah blah blah, and I was like, "Oh wow, I just got called sir. That's really awesome." But it was really cool because in his performance, it was nothing to do with his performance as such, but there was like a sing-along kind of little bit, and he was like, "Right, all the males sing this, right, now all the females," and then he did a little bit of a joke and he was like, "All the transgenders," and I bit my tongue, but afterwards I really wish I would just sort of like started singing. I had quite a lot of confidence that day, and if I would have had just that little bit more, I would have started just singing. But he was actually referring to his co-performer as a joke, and she was just like, "No," and he was like, "No, not got your singing voice on today," and she was like, just it was part of the performance, but I thought that was really cool, a really nice gesture as such. But yeah, as I say, like, more people have been gendering me as male, which is quite cool. I'm trying to feed into my work colleagues to try and stop calling me she, and I've dropped many hints that I don't like being called she. I'm not a her. I don't feel like a female. I really want to start to take testosterone, but they're all still gendering me as female. I nearly said something to one of the customers the other day, because I haven't seen him before, but he's a regular, and he came in and he said to my co-worker, he's like, "Who's the new barmaid? Is she new?" And I was over the other end of the bar, but I heard, and I was like, "No, I'm not female." Like, it's really annoying, because I don't feel like I can say anything, because obviously I don't look male, I look female. I don't sound male, I sound female. My body shape tells everyone that I'm female, and there's nothing else that I can think of to do apart from doing voice exercises, which I don't really want to do because I'm unsure about if you do start to take testosterone. I've read reports where people who have done voice exercises to lower the voice, when they start taking testosterone, it kind of messes it up a little bit, and they constantly sound like they've got a cold or something. So I don't want to mess with that, but at the same time, it could help if I can deepen my voice, but I don't know. And I've hit a brick wall of what else I can do to look and present myself as male. I'm trying everything. After the last time I went out a few weeks ago, I had some trouble in the bathrooms, I'm now constantly worried about going into male toilets just in case I don't look male enough and I get kicked out, or get the shit kicked out of me. I don't really want to end up in hospital. Oh, how did you end up in hospital? Oh, I got the shit kicked out of me in the male toilets because I don't look male enough. That's not really something I want to be explaining to anybody. So, just a bit cautious. I'm still using female toilets just because I feel safer in there. There's less of a chance that a female's gonna kick the shit out of me in a female toilet than there is if I'm in a male toilet. So yeah, coming to the realisation that it's going to be another probably about a year before I go on to testosterone, and it's starting to I'm starting to get a bit frustrated, and it's bugging me, and I'm struggling a little bit because I've been struggling with this gender issue for a few years now. I haven't done anything about it until now because I've always been able to cope, but now it's starting to bug me more and more every day, and whereas when I first started having issues, it'd be every few days it might bug me, and then it started to be like every day it would bug me once or twice, but now it's pretty much constant. The only time I feel comfortable is with my friends who are now gendering me as male, calling me Tarquin, or on my own, and it's pretty shit. Also working 7 days in a row for the God knows how long. I'll work 7 days and then have 2 days off, and then work 7 days, 2 days off. It's I'm starting to struggle just because I'm like constantly getting gendered as female, and I'm struggling a little bit. So yeah, but yeah, the counselling was really good. I've got another appointment at the end of September penciled in. My counsellor said that she'd like to see me before then, if possible, and that she'd phone me if another appointment comes up beforehand. So yeah, that's encouraging. I've probably talked to her about that, the issues that I'm having at the moment. The problem I have when I meet anybody new, I don't really talk about things, so I don't know, I never know what to say. I hate talking to somebody and telling them, I feel like this, and I feel like shit, and this is going on, and this is going on, because when I voice it out loud it seems really petty and pathetic when I voice it out to somebody. So I need to get over that, because that's what she's there for. She's there to listen to me. She's there to hear what I've got to say, to hear my problems. That's why I'm going to see her. So we'll see. Yeah. So yeah, super excited to change my passport. I need to send those documents off though. And yeah. So yeah. That's me.